On my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing. Mean I'm walking with some money, man. I mean a couple mil. Ew, think you need a meal. You ain't even eating while I'm feasting in the field. That's why I'm always cheesing, cause I feel like Uncle Phil. And all this losers think the freshman ain't half the man as well. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Just like the hands on the clock, I go back to back when I'm doing numbers. All the mad that I'm dropping the bus, so they threw me under. Heard they mad, they don't wanna bust, so they boo each other. Think that they're the winning team, go losing, then they choose another. And that's okay, cause I'm competing with me, not you. I live with blessings like I can't stop sneezing, not you. I hate to break it, but me and myself top two. I blow away the competition like a bowl of hot soup. And there's no catch. I go and get the bag and I'm not bringing it back. I'm like a down QB, I put the pain in the past. And if you ever had a problem, promise I didn't ask. So it's 4-4-4 in the car, my dash. I shake a big, told them all, you went first, you last. Little boy, that's facts. I'ma grow that cash to my money. You know what? Let me stop.
You should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the pastor say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last today. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Carson, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 42-yard line.
2nd and 12. Wilson, and his throw is incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's 3rd down.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. How about this for an opening drive decision? You got 4th and short, just outside of field goal range in all likelihood. What do you do?
I'm going for it. I've got to go get it right now. I want to establish a tone. It's early in the game. I want to let my offense know that I believe in them. And you know something else? I let my defense know I believe in them also by taking that gamble. If we don't get it, it's okay. You guys will cover for me.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
On the tackle.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at their 48-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Rodgers. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
At the 24-yard line.
To try again after the sack. Wilson. And now he's going to use his legs. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Here's Wilson to throw. Dancing to his left. He lets it fly for Lockett. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 41. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. They run with Jones on 1st down, but he'll struggle here just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers.
41-yard line.
Looking deep for Adams. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Packers.
17.
Davante Adams.
Touchdown.
41 yards. And the Packers have taken the early lead. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score Packers 7. Seahawks nothing. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green
Now
Bay.
after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
Now it's Carson.
At their 48-yard line.
Carson to 1st down and more. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. Maybe the threat of Russell Wilson running the football there and him handing it off opened a little bit of a lane.
It does, and what also helps, his unselfishness, because he's not a quarterback who's going to take it every time and pull it from the running back and keep it. He will hand it inside when the reads are correct.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Seahawks, 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Packers 7, Seahawks nothing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And they'll get this down to the 10. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Carson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And there the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
Well, what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense, get them going in one direction and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, he'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Looking deep for Adams. He's got a man, complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34.
40 yards. And
now a 1st down carry by Jones. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it?
At the 31-yard line.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Austin's got it left side. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They'll try and run it in with Jones. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try again with Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Packers have taken the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now Wilson. Flushed out right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Kevin King, the former Washington Husky, there defensively.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete. A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
You and I both know most coaches are really fearful about their quarterbacks running with the ball. They don't want them to take that big hit. I don't think they worry about that with Russell Wilson. He's so smart in what he does, and we just saw it there in that scramble.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20.
Loss of a yard.
On second and 11 now. Wilson, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and that'll make it third down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Kevin King with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick.
So first thing crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 16. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. His throw caught at about the 5. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we've got a tie game here, a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Takes it at the 7. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Jason Myers to kick off for
The
Seattle.
Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now.
At the 41-yard line.
From the 41, Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
The Seahawks take
Wilson, the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 42. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5.
Here's Wilson.
2nd and 5.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On 3rd down, Carson. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Flush to his right. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Carson. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4.
Wilson.
2nd and 6.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Kevin King with a pick. And nothing but daylight ahead. Past the 20. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Well, I think we all know the turnovers have a way of deciding games, and before you say something snarky, I realize that's not particularly astute. But in this case, how about the evidence right here in the 3rd quarter? They've got the lead, moving the football, things looking good, and then...
Yeah, so now a flip on the scoreboard with that pick 6, and I don't know, the rest of this 2nd half shaping up to be very interesting. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Adrian Amos with a pick, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, That's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
To the sideline.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense, because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. And I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like this one is to find a...
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 36 yards on the play. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Got a man open, it's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay.
17, Devontae Adams.
His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Packers add on to their lead. And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Packers 28, Seahawks 16.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they were able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. Oh, wide open, complete. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Escaping the pressure right. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. Chris Carson, the intended receiver. And now it's third down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this when I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Flushed out right. He finds his running back, Hyde. And he makes it all the way down to the 19. It's a big play on third down for the Seahawks. 58 yards. Oh, the spin. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. They run it with Carson, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Packers' 7-yard line.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Buying time to his left. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Will Redmond. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Looking deep for Adams. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Wilson eluding the pressure right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Packers pick it up. Look at the big man rumble. 30. 20.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Flush to his right. Incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down in bounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Rodgers finding Valdez-Scantling. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Packers 42. Seahawks 23.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson being chased out left. And this one is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Escaping the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Throwing again here, Wilson. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's a gain of 31 with run. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. Here's Wilson. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
10. At their own 35.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Rodgers throwing here. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. Touchdown, Packers. Robert Tanyan, 65 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
The kickoff for Green Bay.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Now Wilson on 1st down. Flush to his right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 23. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
1st down.
shotgun now for Rodgers. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin. And it's second down.
He was covered by Jamal Adams.
Rodgers looking to throw. He goes full extension, and he's got it. A very solid gain of 27.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Rodgers again now. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 20, 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
One last shot for Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Snags it for the pick, and that will write a finish to this ball game.
Packers 50.
Well, an interesting finish to this one. They get in the end zone at the end of the game. Then they went for two. It wouldn't have mattered. The game was over, but they didn't get that two-point conversion.
I think trying to get the 2 points, that was for pride for them. But obviously the guys on the other side of the ball had some pride too. They stopped the 2-point play, even though, as you noted, it did not matter. So both teams battled to the end.